Don't get nervous.
Black, come on. 5'9", 5'9".
From midfield, here's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, they run with Howard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Go. Check. Lucky.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And bulldozing his way through. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 14 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's go. Buddy up. 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. Better preach. You better preach. I'm letting you know right now. You better preach. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch right. Stop your whining. Watch twist.
And some room to roam now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Slam. 52's the mic right here over there. 52's the mic. Hey, we're pretty quiet.
Bridgewater on first down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Howard on second down. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Switch.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And it's knocked away and incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They run with Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is taken at the 3. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Hold on.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
But, gotta get the point. Get on the foot right now.
At the 32-yard line.
Check 20. Check 24. Say. Stop. Under crunch. Switch.
On 2nd and 1, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the Saints first down.
Check 43. Neil. Tackle.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Jim. Wide. Get wide.
To try again after the sack. Bridgewater, and he's going to go down again. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Kill. Turn up. Hey, watch it. Go. Patchy.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. First down throw for Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play fake. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action now. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. With that incompletion, we step league-wide for a second. I want to discuss Saquon Barkley's injury. Obviously, that hurts the Giants, who are having a quarterback change. And a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
They go with Howard again. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Ellis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
20! Sunday!
Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
24 is the mic. I got it.
Now Wentz able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
It's going to be a long day.
Hey, empty.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And it is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Eagles' 36-yard line.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
From the 36, Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Wentz now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's at the 40, and he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
54.
Hey, Delta.
54.
Working from the gun, Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
20.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Wentz. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A.J. Klein coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I know you felt that one.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Sunday.
24 is the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
so much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Elliott Good with a PAT, and it is 28-0.
Saints nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Saints take over first
Let's go,
and 10
let's go, let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
No, no, no. Off.
Desperation time. 4th down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Brandon Graham. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Howard. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elliott Good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body.
And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He's coming. We got double up.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Butker now to kick this one away.
We play to win. 50, Mike, 50. He can't hang. Hey, 50.
First down, Bridgewater. And his first pass is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Open man is Michael Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Chris Jones on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7. Bridgewater. He'll let it fly. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Okay, I got a quick tangent for us here, Charles. Let's look at the teams that have not yet won in the NFL, the 0-3 teams, the Jets, Dolphins, Bengals, Steelers, and Broncos. Who do you think is the first to get off the schneid?
Well, when you look at it, who has the open week? Who's safe? The Jets?
The Jets, yeah, they don't play anybody, so they're not going to win this week.
I think the Bengals and Steelers, they play each other.
Yep.
So I think the Steelers beat the Bengals and get off the schneid. They're the team that I'm looking at closest and having the best opportunity to get it done.
How about Denver hosting Jacksonville? A possibility there for the Broncos, right?
Definitely a possibility, but I like the way that Jacksonville comes into this game. A big win on Thursday night at home against Tennessee and riding their hot rookie quarterback Gardner Minshew, and their defense looked ferocious again.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 42 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Mike 5-4. Yellow. Mike 5-4. Bring it. Tighten up.
They'll try the right side with McCoy. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mahomes Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Yellow. Argo ladies.
Switch. Check.
Attack.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how I just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Yellow. Argo blue lady. 0-15.
Check the
15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 32-yard line.
50, Mike's 50. Big stop, G. Big go.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater airing it out deep for Smith. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's going to fire this thing deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Sponge! Slow go! No! Watch the ship! Watch the slow go! Watch the ship! Watch the ship!
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Switch, yellow.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check back.
Hey, 57.
Mike spot 4. I want that. I said it. Let's go. Defense, give me that ball.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
24 is the Mike.
15.
I got him.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's McCoy. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10 And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Yellow.
Here we go. Showing it. Showing it.
Yellow.
Check, check. Lucky. Lucky. Lucky.
57.
Alpha.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. 22 yards there, a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Kill, kill, kill. Slam, slam.
Yellow. Go, 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 go.
Watch the twist. Watch the
Right, right. Right on these two. Right on these two.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yellow, yellow.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Yellow.
Here we go.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Here we go.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Attack, attack.
Check right 54. Right 54.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hold on. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Target. Switch.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Go. 50. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Hey, now look at that. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Let's go one more.
Now Bridgewater. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Rip left.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
He's too low. Delta. Mike 50.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
You ain't doing nothing today. Under.
Mike's 50.
You ain't going nowhere.
Mike 50. Mike's 50. Go, 50.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Kamara trying the right side. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I got you, boy.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
15, 15.
Get that quarterback.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Yellow.
They run it again with Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Set. Pittsburgh. You put. Trump. Kill. Great stone. Curve on. 58 to Mike. Go. 58 to Mike. Do your job. Bust.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
One set.
To throw, Bridgewater. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
That's good for a Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
59 Mike. Yeah. Let's go deep. Tight.
Bridgewater on first down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, 59 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, check.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Ball. 59. Mike 59. Bandit.
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Mike. 180. Check. Hey, 18.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A first down carry for Davis. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, 61 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Saints take over.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
Now the Bears electing to call a time. Defensively, they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Check 31. Hey, 58 is a mic. Look small. Watch the
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
180.
54. Defense wins championships, baby.
Blue. Alert.
On first down, it's Davis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Alert.
These two teams all tied after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Now Trubisky on third and long. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
I got you.
Hey, 7.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On second and 12, Trubisky, he finds Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And it's third down.
On
third down, a run with Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. And Gibbs got it. And some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now Cohen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, check. 59. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. 6. Check 6 guys. Check, check. Fresno. 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 Yo.
Here's Bridgewater. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Echo. 57. Leo. 7. Oh, you got D? Big edge. No. Off. Squeeze. Check safety. Delta. Slant. Watch the slant. Motion.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Let's go, Heavy.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Under 10. Bravo!
From the 25 on 2nd down, Trubisky, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Pardon,
it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 64 yards. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, it's Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play fake. Bridgewater. Looking here for Smith downfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there.
I'm coming after you. Watch the whip. Tackle it.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Fighting to stay upright. Eluding the... And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Aaron Lynch. Credit him with a sack. And it goes as a loss of 6. Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the out. Watch the out. Check now.
Move. Hey, 18.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Hey, 18.
They try again with Cohen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. They'll run on first down. Cohen. And an alley to run. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 12 yards there and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. First down, Bridgewater. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
They're not ready for this. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
The mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. Motion out of the backfield.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Hey, check Mike. Hey.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen. And he's got some space here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now it's Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
18.
24 is the mic. Yeah. Hey, 24 is the mic. Watch QB drop. I got it.
Ran, son.
Trubisky to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Throwing here, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the first throw in overtime for Bridgewater. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Here we go.
Spawn. At their 49-yard line.
50 seconds, the mic. Echo. Silver. Mike's 57's Mike. I'm coming.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the ground, this is Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check. Hands here. 57. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
From the 16, Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.